Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rox with the review for Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 4, Episode 2, so let's get to it. Alright, you guys, so we're going to start with the newbies for this week. You know, it take a couple of weeks for Mona to get all the new folks to us. This week we had Nia Lee. Nia Lee is a boss bitch. Let her tell it. She is a stripper turned rapper who is the best in New York. I think she said she was the best female in the game, right? Okay. She wants us to get ready for her. She's a pretty girl in a daggerish kind of way. I shouldn't say that. She doesn't really look like a lesbian. She's bald, but she's pretty. She's able to carry it off. You know, a lot of people cannot carry off bald heads. I would really like to just shave all my hair off and walk around bald head because I think it's a beautiful look if you can pull it off, but I know that won't work for me. You guys already go on and asking me if I'm a transvestite and shit. It's this deep ass voice. I know it is. I keep on saying I'm a raise it up. You know, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna talk a little higher so you guys won't think that I'm a man. I can't never remember to do the shit. This is what it is, y'all. I'm not no man, no, for real I'm not. I've had 2 kids come out of this body. Anyways, you guys know that Rich Dollaz is trying to thicken up his roster. Okay, right now I think he only has Olivia and you got L'Oreal, but like Yandy said, if they ain't big enough to do nothing to push this label over the top, so he's trying to get his roster together. So he goes on down to the attic in Queens to listen to Miss Nia Lee. Immediately when Nia Lee gets to talking to Rich Dollaz, she goes off on him. He's a cornball. He's a joke in the industry. He only sleeps with his artist. She doesn't want to work with him because she don't need that type of stigma. It's already bad enough being a stripper. Now she's trying to be a rapper and being taken seriously. And I was like, hold on, wait, hold on a minute. Now, this might be shit that was kind of true for Rich. Who is she to come up in here? Ain't nobody heard of her ass. And I don't care what she say. She would love to trade places with Rich Dollaz, okay? She trying to get on his show. Okay, the nigga been there since the beginning. Now you come on here, you want to be telling him all about himself. She's really got her nerve. I was mad that Rich Dollaz was sitting there arguing with her because I was just like, okay, even if you only had 10 connections, that's 9 more than this bitch have. Why she even thought that she could come in there and be burning bridges immediate like that when ain't nobody heard of her? At least we heard of Rich Dollaz. I was just like, Nia, you doing too much, girl. If you don't find a fucking seat and sit in it. Shit. And then to really confirm the fact that she's a non-motherfucking factor, she goes and talks to Erica and decides that she wants to put Erica on her mixtape. Okay? Erica, who has even less of a career in the music industry than Rich Dollaz does. Yeah, you want to put Erica. And Erica is really the joke when it comes to music. Girl, if you don't go somewhere with that shit, something wrong with her. I don't think I like Nia Lee already. Erica Jean and Saigon. These 2 confused me to the highest. I was so fucking confused with their story. Okay, first of all, let's talk about Saigon. Saigon is from New York. Okay, he had that New York accent. You know, everything was New York. And I was just like, okay, let me just get myself together for the New York. Y'all know I love my New York viewers. I do, but y'all take a special kind of patience sometimes. Maybe it's because I'm from LA. We so much more laid back than the New Yorkers. He got his ass up there on that screen and he was trying to tell us the story about how him and Erica Jean was friends, but they used to talk about having kids, and one night they got together and she got pregnant, and but then he also had a girlfriend and she was also pregnant, so they babies is 2 months apart. What I really just not really understanding is, how is it that you are discussing having a baby with some bitch that ain't even your woman? If y'all friends, then why are you already got a woman, you already got the woman pregnant, like what is, okay, what I need you to do is call it what it is. You was fuck buddies. That condom became a distant memory and your ass slipped up and got the bitch pregnant. Okay? That's what it is. It wasn't, you wasn't all confused. That shit was feeling good to you and all of a sudden the fuck buddy became your baby mama. Now Saigon don't really understand why Erica Jean's daddy ain't feeling them. Okay, daddy said, look, you bring your motherfucking ass to my house, you better not bring your ass past step number 2 on my porch, okay? Erica Jean will come on down there and talk to your ass in your car. You ain't there for it, y'all. That daddy is not dealing with it. So Saigon is just so upset about it. He don't understand. Like, I'm just like, what is the, why you know, He was confused on their relationship, but all of a sudden he want to get it together. Maybe they can try to work it out as a family, and for his son, because he love his son to death. But then it's like, where's the girlfriend that got the other baby? Okay, it's too many parts to this story missing. Okay, but I guess Erica Jean was the only one that said she gonna get her ass up on this show, so we got to work this story around Erica Jean. But I'd be willing to bet some bullshit with that other baby mama too. Goddamn story was all over the place, you guys. And then I was like, why is it that it take Peter Guns for him to get his eyes open to the fact that maybe he need to get a DNA test for his son? Why the fuck you ain't got a DNA test from the beginning? Come on now, she was a side chick. She was not your girl. Okay, so, I mean, not saying that she probably was fucking a whole bunch of people, but it's a possibility. Okay, if she's sitting there doing it with you, she could have been doing it with somebody else, considering you guys really was not committed to that way. So why your fucking ass ain't got no paternity test a long time ago? I mean, like, really? 2 years and you all of a sudden you just so opened up, earth-shattering news that maybe you got to get the damn baby tested. I was like, Nat Saigon, what is wrong with you? And then, what is wrong with Erica Jean for even put up with this shit to begin with? Like, why is it that you feel like you could have a relationship with him when the shit was never established to begin with? I mean, obviously, y'all had problems before. He was fighting and arguing all the time. She all outdone when she meet him out in the car. That daddy said, that nigga better not come up in my house. She all upset that he wants her to take a DNA test. Telling this is your baby and... Oh, yeah. I was just like, okay. So all that we gonna be a family and work on it. I mean, in 2 scenes, you guys, they go from let's work it out to fighting and arguing. So we already see how they season gonna go. They gonna be fighting, baby mama, baby daddy drama. Fuckery, plain and simple. Still trying to get with K. Michelle being in New York, you guys. Are you guys having a hard time getting her in there? I just, okay, let's just accept it. Yandy meets up with K. Michelle because K. Michelle needs somebody to get up in them sugar walls and knock the memory of old JR. What's his name? JK? JR? I keep on wanting to say J.R. Rowling. That's the lady that wrote the Harry Potter movies. K. Michelle ain't fucking the Harry Potter lady. She wants to meet a New York dude. And Yandy says, you know what, I'm going to throw you this big old New York bash, or welcome to New York bash, and you can come on down there, and, we'll make sure we got some quality niggas down there for you to hook up with, and it's all good, okay? It's going to be great. Yandy is real pumped on the fact that K. Michelle's there. I was like, Yandy, girl, calm down. She real excited. I don't even think I could see K. Michelle with a New York dude. I don't really know what kind of guy it takes to deal with K. Michelle, because she's even admitted that she's a handful. She don't even have to tell us that, because I think we already know. But the New York dude and the down south over the topness of K. Michelle, it just, for me, I don't really know how them two would even mesh and gel together. I just want somebody to tell me why is she on this show. I mean, why is she on this show anyway? I know people saying it's because she's promoting her own show that she's going to have coming up, but shit, she could have went from Love and Hip Hop ATL straight to her own show. We'd have watched it. It must have something to do with contract. It must be contractual why she couldn't just go straight to her own show. Maybe she owed another season to him. I can't understand why this friend is there. I mean, the friend is cool enough or whatever, but what is the friend there for? Anyways, you guys, I still got my laughs out of K. Michelle. She is always guaranteed a good little tee-hee-hee when they get to the party, and the girls is all there, and they sitting around, and here comes some New York dudes come up there, and they telling her what it is, and how the New York dudes are, and how she need a New York man, and she's going back and forth with him, and old boy pull out his wad of money, and he flash it in her face, and she was like, oh, and then she turned around and pulled out a fucking big ass stack and flashed that shit in his face too, and I was just like, oh, okay, but ain't nobody got debit cards? You really walk around with stacks and stacks of money in your fucking purse? That's only what these new young kids do. Okay, that's in the scene, because, yeah, I'm not walking around. You be done bopped my ass over the head and took my damn purse, and that's 5 G's just gone. When you take my purse and it's on my debit card, I can call the bank and be like, cancel that shit. You can't cancel when a nigga done ran off with your purse. I'm not understanding when people pull out wads of money. I was just like, boy, you is a robbery just waiting to happen. But the shit still made me laugh, because K. Michelle can get just as ignorant as anybody that stands before her. I love K. Michelle. Joe Budden and Tahiri, they a couple, you guys. They got relationship issues. They got trust issues. They got dependency issues on each other. They got support issues, abandonment issues. They got a lot of issues. I guess we gon' try to work on whatever it is. I know when Joe Budden was mad at her that she was gonna possibly be leaving for 2 months for a job, and he was upset. I was like, girl, you might have done bit off more than you can chew here, because I didn't say I was going off to hang out with my girlfriends on an island for 2 months. I'm not partying, I'm working. Like, really, you want me to stay here with my relationship instead of going to make some money? Like, no. And Joe seemed like he is really going to pressure her on the fact that, yeah, she's not there for the relationship. So I was just like, all right, Tahiri. I mean, y'all supposed to be soulmates and everything, so here we go. I should admire the fact that they are going to a therapist, and you know, they are relying on therapy to try to help them through these next few months of trying to get their relationship back on track. But I was just like, girl, any nigga that try to stand between you and your money is one that you don't need to be with, okay? Unless he is giving it to you. And even then, I need to have my own damn money, okay? You have your money, I have my money, and then we have our money. Okay, yeah, so I don't know, Tahiri. Good luck with that. Had to leave the best to last, okay? Even though the show started off with where it left off last week, which was with Mrs. Panky telling Mr. Dollars that she is now married to Mr. Panky. Rich Dollars was like, damn, I done fucked up a whole lot in my life, but I ain't never got myself in this type of mess. I don't know what the hell wrong with Peter Panky. In other words, Peter, you an idiot. Peter come in there, she was just like, oh, you didn't tell Richie what's going on between the two of us. And he's like, what you talking about? What you talking about? She was like, you didn't tell him that we married. You didn't tell him that I'm Mrs. Panky. And he was just like mad, okay? He was just like, I told you not to say nothing. That shit is a secret between you and I, okay? Now you done came up here and pulled that shit out your ass. And I was like, excuse me? No, Mr. Panky. You shoved that shit up my ass when we got married and told me it's a secret. I'm just shitting it out now. He got his fucking nerves. Fuck you get married for, and then you get mad that she's tired of hiding out and, you know, on the sneak tip and everything. Guys really kill me when they get these side chicks and they expect the side chick to remain a side chick and not catch feelings ever in life. Now, I know there are some ride or die chicks, okay, that's willing to be there no matter what. But more times than not, after a while, the side chick is tired of being the fucking side chick, especially when you telling them that they the main chick, but the shit got to be a damn secret. Most women are competitive. They do not want to play second fiddle, and after a while, they ready to be on top. This is exactly where old Underbite Butterfly is today. She be like this. We got another Susie, y'all. She is done, okay? She wants to be known as Mrs. Panky and nothing more. But what I really want to know is, somebody out there tell me, what is Peter Panky's plan? Did y'all hear that train about scaring me to death? What is it that he plans on doing with all of this? Because how in one breath you sit up there with the girlfriend that you done had for 13 years, the mother of your child, the one that's supposed to be your soulmate, the one that you can't live without. You sit up there and tell her ass that you don't want her to leave you ever, no matter what, promise that you'll always be there. And then in the next breath be sitting up in parks singing and rapping and shit with bitches that you call your wife. Now how is he planning on getting out of this? I know he don't think that he gonna be married to one secretly and still be going home to his baby mama and 2 boys every. I was just like, oh, this is stupid. And then did anybody else side-eye Tara when she got to telling us about how this is not the first time that he's had a second family on the other side of town, and he was fucking around with the baby mama, you know, Corey Gunn's mama and all of this, and how she not gonna stand for it no more. You know, she only took him back for the sake of family, but she ain't doing that shit no more. And I was just like, that right there, the fact that she keep on making this shit a big to do every time she come on the screen, that let you know she know about Amina, okay? Because you already know. Women know when shit is wrong, okay? She just gonna keep on bringing it up, though, but ain't really just gonna come out and say, bitch, I know your ass with that fucking bitch. Tar girl, just don't tell us that story no more, okay? If you gonna be there with them, then just be there with them, but we don't want to hear that story no more. It don't help your case. It don't make you look better. Just don't say it no more. Not saying that you shouldn't fight for family and family's not important and all of that. I'm just saying keep that shit to yourself. You know, none of this really makes any sense, but it's the perfect soap opera, so yeah, I'll play along for entertainment's sake. Now, the big scene of this episode, of course, is supposed to be when all the girls meet up for Yandy's Welcome to New York K. Michelle party. All the girls come. Tara's there. Erica Jean showed up, didn't she? I was just like, now how she know Yandy? Was there a scene in the show when she and Yandy got to talking? I don't even remember, okay? I think Tahiri was there. It was a whole bunch of women. This was also supposed to be a time when Yandy wanted K. Michelle to hear Amina and get her take on how, if she felt like Amina was talented and might be, good for like being the representative, the voice of their new label. Now backtrack to the studio. Mr. Peter Panky is at the studio with his son Corey Guns. I guess Corey Guns is a rapper. You guys told me that he's on Young Money's label, and evidently Mr. Corey Guns has caught himself a gun charge. Yes, it was in New York. If it was in New York, you guys know how New York is about them guns. They real hard on folks with guns. Your ass is getting arrested and going to jail. You get caught with a gun. He's telling them maybe it's his fault. He wasn't there for him. He wasn't the best role model. And, Corey Guns is letting them know, no, Pop, you ain't got to worry about that. You made me what I am today. I wouldn't be here without you. Yada, yada, yada. I was just like... All right. I won't go there. It was a father-son moment for your ass. Anyways, the two of them, they getting all warm and fuzzy. And then all of a sudden, Peter gets a call. It's Rich Dollars. And Rich Dollars like, look, I don't know what you're doing right now, but you need to get your ass on down there to that club where Yandy is having this party, because Yandy has invited all the girls there, okay? And the butterfly is fixing to go and flutter her ass up in there, and it's going to be a terrible scene. Peter Panky, he got to cut this whole love fest short because he got to go get his woman. He get on down there just in time to stop Amina from letting out his deep dark secret. Okay, his words, not mine. Could you stand being known as a deep dark secret? I was just like, He gives her more the spiel about how she shouldn't go in there, how Tara's gonna be in there, how she not the one that should be telling her that he and Amina got married. That should come from him. He don't want her to say anything. It's a secret. Please don't go in there. Don't do this. It's gonna be a scene. This, that, and the other. What's really, I think what really rubs us the wrong way is he don't even try to make up a lie to try to spare the girl's feelings. See, this is what you ride or die chicks like to stand up for. You take whatever shit that somebody brings your ass because you so ride or die. Okay, not Roxanne, sorry. She's upset. She get to crying. She telling him, no, I'm going in there. I'm going to tell her because you ain't never going to say nothing. He tells her that he promised he going to tell her first thing in the morning. She was like, you've been telling me that shit for a long time. The morning never comes. They go back and forth, round and round. He's, I love you. I'm going to say something first thing in the morning. I promise you shouldn't say anything, blah, blah, blah. To make a long story short, he finally talks her out of going in there. And I was like, wait a minute, girl, aren't you supposed to be going in there? Isn't this showcase for you? Like, aren't you supposed to be seeing you let the nigga come between you and your money? I don't know what Amina thinks she going to get out of this marriage with Mr. Peter Panky, but yeah, she is in for a rude awakening, child. Y'all can see it a mile away. Alright, you guys, that's it. I want you guys to remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar below. Alright. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.